Namaste yogis. I welcome you all on my channel Yoga with Satyam. From today we are starting a special series whose title is, as you all know, Yoga for Men. I know yoga is for everyone, but trust me, my motive behind this title is to attract more men into this process of yoga, more males coming into yoga. My motive is that. Why? Because when I look around, I find 70 to 80% of females who are in the field of yoga, who are actively transforming their life, but there are very few males. Guys, trust me, if you are keeping yourself away from this process, you are missing a lot. You are missing of a great experience which can really transform your life altogether. And take my words, I am into this process since 10 years now, and in the past decade it has been a beautiful transformational experience for me. Yoga has transformed me entirely at physical level, at mental level, at psychological level, at emotional level, and above all at a spiritual level. It has helped me to form a strong connection to myself along with overall physical and mental health. It's a beautiful process, trust me. So I once again urge to all the males and men that enter into this beautiful process of yoga. And one thing more, on this channel I would definitely try to keep yoga away from all the other exercises. What I mean by that, I would not mix any other form of exercise in yoga. Why? To keep its essence, to keep its purity, because then only we could get the complete holistic benefit of yoga. So here on this channel you would get authentic traditional Indian yoga and nothing else. So on this note, let's begin our first episode, and you would find many other episodes coming in this series which is dedicated to yoga for men. Let's begin our first episode. If you haven't subscribed me yet, press that subscribers button and click that bell icon too, so you can get the notifications of upcoming episodes of this series, which are wonderful. So let's begin the first episode now. Okay, it's time to come on to your mat. Initially we would start with some gradual movements with the combination of our breath to warm ourselves up, because breathing is the most essential part in yoga. Whenever you are practicing any asana or any other form of kriya like pranayam, breathing is the most important. So just try to coordinate every movement, every posture with the breath. I'll guide you around. Okay, so let's begin it now. Just stand with both feet together. We would start with one Omkar chant. Let's join our hands together. Close your eyes gently. Take a deep inhale, and with exhalation go for one Omkar, long and deep. Okay, now interlace your fingers, bring them up over your head, and with the inhalation come up on your toe. Try to feel this stretch till your lower back, till your toes, and be with it. You can fix your gaze in front and keep holding at your toes, and remember to keep your core engaged. Remember to keep your glutes engaged. Tighten up your glutes and derive the energy and strength from the Mooladhara chakra. Keep holding. Keep breathing normal. Always remember, while holding any posture, just breathe very comfortably without any tension or hassle. Continue breathing normal. Okay, we'll go for some movement. With an exhalation, bring your heels down. With an inhalation, up. Exhale down, inhale up. Continue. Okay, you can relax now. Now we would go for another warm up. Let's keep our both feet apart, 3 to 4 feet. Okay. Now what you need to do, just bend both your knees, go down and bring your arms together. Now with an inhalation up, exhalation down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Continue. Relax. Now both feet apart, shoulder distance. You can lock your arms back. We'll go for some neck movement, which is extremely important. Quickly. So bring your chin to collarbone. With an inhalation, look up. Exhalation down. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times. Okay, now sideways. With an exhalation, look to right. With an inhalation, front. With an exhalation, look to left. And repeat it. Okay, now go for side bending of neck. Exhale, bring your ear closer to shoulder. Inhale up and exhale to left bend. Repeat it. Exhale to right, inhale up. Exhale to left, inhale up. One more time. Okay, now interlace your fingers again. Stretch in front. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. 3 more times. Okay, and remember, throughout the process, just try to breathe from your nostrils very casually, very naturally. Don't force your breathing, but try not to breathe from mouth because it releases more energy. It would waste your energy. So just try to breathe from nostrils as far as you can. Okay, now let's widen up our legs around 3 to 4 feet, and we would start with Trikonasana, triangle pose. Okay, for that what we need to do, make your left feet pointed inwards and right feet pointed outwards at 90 degree. Okay, but your body still in front. Now open both your hands. Now breathe out, simply breathe out and bend towards right side, towards the open feet. If you can reach here, you can be here and look up to your left hand, or you can reach all the way down to your ankle and hold. Hold in the triangle posture. Keep your core engaged, keep your glutes engaged, keep holding and keep breathing normal. Okay? Now inhale, come up, bring your arms down. Now right feet would come in, pointing towards the left feet, and left feet coming out at 90 degree, body still in front. Open both your arms, breathe out, this time go towards left side and hold. With breathing very naturally. Inhale, come up. Okay, relax. Now we would go for Parivrit Trikonasana, a variation of triangle pose. How to do that? Keeping both feet again in the same position. This time, again, flip your right feet out to 90-degree, twist it, and left feet pointing inward. Okay, both arms again open. Now you need to bring your left hand closer to the right feet, so you can breathe out, slowly go down. See if you can reach till here, be here and hold like this. You can hold. If you can reach down completely, keep your hand either in front of the feet or behind the feet, and try to twist yourself and look up at your right hand. You cannot twist your neck this much. You can simply look in front. Hold. Keep holding and breathing normal. Don't stop your breath at any moment. Always keep on breathing very naturally. Okay, now inhale, come up. Relax. Now right feet inside, left feet outside. Body straight. Both arms open. This time right feet towards the left. Go down. Twist yourself. You can look up or in front. Keep holding and breathing normal. Inhale, come up and relax. Continue calming down your breath by breathing in deeply and breathing out smoothly. Okay, our next asana. Again, both feet extended. Now we are going for Veerbhadrasana sequence, warrior pose. Type 1. Right feet twisted at 90, left feet pointing inside. But remember to keep your body in front. Now very gently bend your right knee. Try to come at 90 degree. If not, you can stay at this angle also. Try to come at 90, open both your hands and look towards right side simply. Hold. Remember to keep your glutes engaged, your perineum floor engaged. Keep it engaged. Just try to derive the strength from the Muladhara chakra. Okay, and hold with normal breathing. Okay, time to go to other side now. Right feet in, left feet out, body in front, left knee bend. Engage your core, perineum floor. Open your arms, look towards left, hold. Remember to breathe normally. Relax. Now from here only we would go to reverse warrior. Type 2 we would not try in this episode, in next episode, but right now we would go for reverse warrior. How to do that? Just twist your body towards the left side, okay, and your right arm would come behind on the seat. Just glide it down. With an inhalation, lift your left arm up and hold back, twist back like this, bend from the lower back and hold. Remember to breathe normal, okay? Continue breathing normal. Okay, time to go to other side. Left feet pointing in, right out, body towards right side. Left feet glide down, right feet with an inhalation come up and exhale, bend. Now hold with normal breathing. Continue breathing normal. Slowly come up. Now from here we would go on to Konasana with a variation. What you need to do, again, keep your right feet in the same position towards the 90-degree, pointing in front. Now twist your body in front, okay? Your left feet pointing inside. Now simply bend your right knee. If not much, then just this much would be fine. Your right elbow would rest on the thigh very gently and with ease, with no struggle, okay? Now simply with an inhalation, lift your left arm up and bring it over the ears, and now you can look up towards your left palm and hold. If you cannot look up and balance, you can keep looking in front also, that is also fine, okay? But continue breathing very gently, very normally, and hold. Keep your glutes engaged, keep your core engaged, and try to divide your body weight on both the legs equally. Continue breathing normal. Okay, now time to come back and go to other side now. Right feet twisted inside, left feet twisted outside to 90. Left knee bend, left elbow coming on the thighs, keeping your body in front, okay? Don't go down like this. Try to keep your chest open. Inhale, lift your arm up over the ear and hold while looking up at your palm. Continue breathing normal. Try to go for long breaths so you can breathe more energy, you can breathe more Pran Shakti in, which would keep on refueling you. Come back. Now you would go for Konasana, Purna Konasana, full Konasana. Left feet again pointing in, right feet out, right knee bend, both arms open. Breathe out, go towards right side and try to keep your hand beside your feet. You can keep your left hand pointing up and look up. Keep holding. You can close your eyes. Don't stress your eyes. You can close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Keep on holding. Keep on holding. Continue breathing normal. Keep refueling yourself with your breath by breathing normal and slightly deeper breaths. arms open. Breathe out, go down towards left side this time. Hold. Remember to keep your perineum floor tight, your glutes tight, whole abdomen engaged, and try to divide your body weight on both the legs equally. Above all, continue breathing normal. Always remember, if you are not breathing close to normal, it's not yoga. So whenever you're doing any movement in yoga or holding any posture, try to breathe as normal as you can without much effort. Gently come up. Keep your feet in the same position. We are going for Prasrid Padottanasana. Okay, it's great for our core, whole digestive system, and it promotes the blood flow to our heart, lungs, and brain. Inhale, both arms up. Now, keeping your spine erect, your neck in line with the spine, gently breathe out and go down from your hip joint. Okay, and try to stop at 90. If you can come up till here only, comfortably hold in here. Okay, or else come to 90 degree and hold. If it's challenging for you, you can take ground support. Okay, if possible, hold at this angle. You can extend your neck up and back. Keep your core engaged, your spine erect. Continue breathing normal. Then gently go down, rest your hands on ground, adjust your posture, slowly breathe out, go further down from your hip joint and just hang in here. Okay, let the blood flow come to your lungs, to your heart, to your brain. Try to keep your knee locked so that you can get a beautiful stretch at your hamstrings. Okay, observe all the stretch and stress which is coming at your body parts. Observe them, and above all, keep observing your breath. Okay, continue breathing normal. Okay, now walk little forward with your hands. Arch your spine down and try to look in front by stretching your neck up and back. Hold. Again, try to keep your knee locked. Feel the stretch on your thighs, on your hamstrings, on your hip joint. Continue breathing normal. Okay, now inhale, come up. Both arms down. You can bring your legs closer, relax them, or you can stay in this position only. Now we'll go for this posture again with a variation. This time, try to bring your both arms back like this. You can keep them on the lower back, or you can lock your arms and stretch back. Then slowly breathe out, go down again, and just hang in there. If this is challenging for you, difficult for you, keep it like this. You can even rest your hands on ground. Okay, no compulsion. Do whatever you can manage with normal breathing. Okay, keep holding with normal breathing. Slowly inhale, come up. Okay, now twist your right leg to 90 degree outside. Twist your left leg inside. Okay, twist your body towards right. Inhale, both arms up. Slowly breathe out, go down. And hold casually. You can breathe out, suck your lower abdomen inside and hold. Remember, continue observing your breath, okay? Try to keep your knee locked so that you can get a good stretch at your inner thighs. Now inhale, come up. Go to left side now. Inhale, both arms up. Slowly exhale, go down from your hip joint, keeping your knee lock, feeling the stretch on inner thighs and sucking your abdomen inside. Hold, breathing normal. Remember, if it's yoga, it has to be breath awareness, mental awareness, and your breath should flow as normal as it could be. Inhale, come up. Again twist to right side. This time we'll go down with a variation. You can lock your arms back. It would be quite comfortable for you, or else if possible stretch your arms back by locking. Lengthen your spine, open your chest. Slowly breathe out, go down and hold. Continue observing the stretch and tension in different parts of your body. Continue observing your breath. Okay, now inhale, come up. Twist to left side now. Lengthen your spine, open your chest, breathe out, go down and hold. If it's very much challenging for you, you can bend your knee little bit, not much, just little, okay? Otherwise, keep it locked. Continue breathing normal. Inhale, come up, relax, bring both feet together. Now turn towards one side. We would go for Ardha Chakrasana. Bring both your feet apart around 3 feet. You need to support your lower back. You need to bend back, hold on to a certain angle which you can balance and manage. Bend back, breathe normal. Come up, exhale, go down and hold. You can bring your hands on ground and hold. Again, continue breathing normally. Again, inhale, come up. We'll repeat it. Arms back lock, support your lower back, bend back and hold. Come up, breathe out, go down. Again, hold. Inhale, come up. Okay, now we are going for a balancing posture, which is Vrikshasana. For that, fold your right leg. You can keep it here, you can keep it in front, or if possible, keep your heel higher and touch it to the groin region inside the left inner thigh. Create a balance, open your arms and hold. This is a modification. If possible, bring both arms up and hold. Our main idea is to get a mind and body balance in this posture. Keep on holding, fixing your gaze in front. Continue holding. Continue observing your breath naturally. Come back. Now go with the other leg, okay? Left leg. Both arms up. Hold, fix your gaze in front. Continue holding. Continue breathing normal. Relax, come back. Now we have come to an end. The last posture is goddess pose. It's extremely beneficial for activating your core, your genital region, your perineum floor, and hip opening. It's an amazing asana. Both feet extended, bend your knees, try to come to 90 degree, spine erect, engage your glutes, your perineum floor, both arms up, hold, continue breathing normal. Inhale, come up, relax. Now we have come to an end. It's time to go for Shavasana. Before that, I would like to tell you, once you get off from Shavasana, be in Shavasana for 5 minutes. So at least for 5 minutes it's required. Once your breath is normal, then you can go for a meditative session. You would find my guided meditation on the description link and on the end screens too. Go for meditation, because once you get off from the Shavasana, you would be in a receptive mode. You would be in a great mode to receive the cosmic energy, to receive the Prana Shakti. So go for it. Right now it's time to go for Shavasana. Lie down on your mat, feet apart, both palms open towards sky. Continue observing your breath. Relax your whole body and mind.